Oh, yeah, so should we start the potty soon, fellas?
Yeah, man.
Fan of the Hodaki Big Show podcast? Yeah. Make sure you check out more from Jace, Mike and Keezy on their Instagram at Hodaki Big Show, or tune in to them 4 to 7 every weekday on Radio Hodaki. Thanks, mate.
Thanks, mate. Oh.
What, loud?
Yeah, no, I just popped a bit.
I'll just turn your headphones down there. How does that sound,
I'm
Jace?
always popping off, you know me, fellas.
Does that sound all right, Jace?
Yeah, no, that sounds fine.
Yeah, okay.
Sounding real good.
G'day, Mogi.
G'day, fellas. How are... Oh, there we go. That's more like it. That's more like it.
You sound hot, man.
Cheers, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, g'day, fellas.
I just want to paint a picture with words, if I might, right now. Old Mogi. We're down at the mount at Bruco on the beautiful Mount Maunganui, and old Mogi's just had a quick dip in the ocean there. He's got no top on. He's dribbling water all over the place.
Dribbling?
He hasn't dried himself off because he didn't bring a towel, and I, for one, am very, very impressed.
Nice. Good stuff, mate. Yeah, well, it's only a couple of blocks from where we are at Bruco, here in beautiful Mount Maunganui. And I went for a little wander. It was only a couple of blocks, went up there. Beautiful. Had a little dip there.
Oh, yeah?
Really good temperature of water, not too warm.
Yeah, so enough of a chill to kind of wake you up a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
nice.
nice.
Me off, get the stink off me, and then make my way back here. I had to wear. I was wearing my gym shorts, which I brought, but they're quite they're like a jogging short, if you know what I mean.
Sure,
you guys
yeah.
saw them, but just to describe them. So what happens is they really stick to the skin.
Oh yeah.
Once you get out, and so it was really revealing the shape of my downstairs operation.
You're running a bit of a moose knuckle.
It was not a great look, so I was sort of having to carry my singlet in front of it, just so people wouldn't get,
Well, speak for yourself, mate. I thought it was a fantastic look.
Yeah.
And what I did notice when you walked into Bruco dripping there in your tight little pants, there were a few head turns.
Oh, yeah.
That's for sure.
I mean, people are only human, man. That's
Well,
what I
that's
find.
right. You are a massive celebrity. When they see a massive celebrity
With a
pretty
tiny
much essentially
downstairs.
nude with his massive downstairs pressed up wetly against his shorts, they are going to notice.
I would say that it's actually very moderate in size. But I have never been a shower, and I've never been a grower.
Right, neither.
So what are you, just status
Just
quo?
a little pecker boy.
Really? Little pickle boy? 24/7?
Tiny little dick.
Really?
Yeah, sad little man.
I find that hard to believe, to be honest.
Yeah, it's not true.
Yeah.
It's not true.
I mean, you always know people that brag about their downstairs, that they're running a button mushroom,
That's
don't
right.
you?
You do.
You know what I mean?
You do.
That
You
is
just get a
100%
vibe.
correct,
Yeah.
Jace. That is 100 correct.
For sure. How are you going, Keezy? You good, mate?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. Home in my natural sort of... Well, I was birthed from Bay of Plenty, wasn't I? So
It's on the beach, wasn't it?
yeah, it was. It was on Pilot Bay Beach there. And so to come back and sort of be here doing a live show, it's pretty exciting.
I'm actually just having a vision, Mogi, of little Keezy and with his little wings on going out into the surf there, and his little ring around his waist.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I did.
And his rash shirt on.
That is,
I had a
rashy.
rashy, yeah, I had a
you had a
rashy.
rashy.
Full sleeve. Full sleeve.
Oh, rashy.
Rashy shirt.
Yeah,
Yeah, all the way
yeah.
down to your wrists there.
Yeah. I did have that.
Of course, we'll be going into the spa tomorrow, and apparently, and first I've heard, nobody's mentioned it to me up until this point, but apparently we're going in our Speedos.
Yeah.
And I
Keezy
imagine you'll be in your rashy.
I'll be in my rashy there with my floaties. I've actually brought along the bucket hat that Jace's wife made for me.
Oh.
Because it's got a towel on the inside. And so when I'm in the spa, I can
Well, it's
wear
actually
that.
reversible, Keezy. That's the point of it.
I'm not putting the Warriors on the inside, Jace.
Right, okay.
I'm leaving that puppy
Nice.
out, so looking forward to it. How you enjoying the mount, fellas?
Yeah, look, like Mogi, I went for a little dip before and did a couple of shuttle sprints up the sand dunes just because I didn't get to go to the gym today, fellas.
Right.
Because we had an early start because old Pugson was freaking out about the time a little bit.
Puggy
He said,
son.
boys, be here at 8:15 or else. And so
Yeah.
I made sure that I had to forfeit the gym. But yeah, a couple of sand dune sprints.
Really?
Bit of an
'Cause-
ocean swim. I feel like you, Mogi. I feel top of the world, mate.
Yeah.
Did you really do that? Because what I saw was you sort of aimlessly wandering up and down the main street of the Mount with a vitamin water and accidentally walking past the pub. and then coming back again, and then coming back in.
Yeah, that's right. And then there was a lot of chat about who you had and hadn't seen up and down the old footpath there, if I remember correctly.
Well, can I just make the point, actually, fellas? There's a lot of bikini action going on the streets,
Matt.
which I find slightly disconcerting. G'day, Matty.
Disconcerting or invigorating?
Disconcerting.
Oh, yeah.
What's wrong with that, man? We're at the Mount. If you're
Well,
within,
I just feel like I've sort of got a little bit lost somewhere along the way, and when I see people in bikinis, I assume I'm at the beach.
100 metres either way is a beach, so I think that's okay.
It is a
Right.
bit of an undies
Yeah,
type
yeah.
situation. But, hey, look, who are we to... I don't like the idea, Jace, that you would be, trying to tell a woman what to do with her body.
Certainly not.
Yeah, thank you.
Certainly not. And
It
look,
just seems like you are.
if everyone wanted to wear bikinis, you'd get no complaints from Hoity J.
The Hodaki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keezy. The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
So if I was wearing a bikini,
Well, I mean, apart from... Because we talked about your bikini line yesterday, and it's an absolute disgrace. And
I'm looking forward to seeing that.
An
my
abundance
bikini
of
line.
bush.
First of
Because
all,
I know
don't
you'll
have
be...
a bikini line.
I know you'll be perfectly manicured.
You're
mate,
such a
because-
kiss ass,
because-
Mogi's
No,
back.
well, wait,
his package will be amazing.
let me tell
Well-
you why. Because you've been having lasers.
I've been lasering my downstairs, and I can tell you, if I hadn't been doing that, I don't know if I'd be wearing a, what do you call it?
Speedo.
Speedo tomorrow. I don't think I would.
Well,
I
you were
think it's
saying you're running a
gross.
bit of an afro in terms of what your look, Keezy.
Yeah, it's a real Macy Gray setup I've got going on down there.
So when you take your undies off, it just goes badoing like
Yeah.
like a cushion. Or no, like one of those. You know what it is? One of those
Yellow pad.
those bags that you get in your car. That just
Airbag.
Airbag. Yeah, it just goes boom.
A hair bag. Yeah, that's what happens.
It's a hair bag.
Jace,
Oh, I'm looking forward to seeing that.
I'm not. First of all, I'm not getting my hair bag out in this bar. at
But
the
your
Black
hair
Club.
bag-
Well, I'm not saying you're
peeks
choosing
out.
to.
It peeks out around the side.
That's
of the
what I
speedo.
mean, yeah.
Yeah.
It does actually. It's like picture a big, beautiful, like native bush, and
Yeah.
someone's just run like a rope over the front of it,
Yeah.
and pulled it tight. That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
That's basically how it's going to look.
Is it?
Jace. It's funny because we're sitting here on this row, and we all know that Jace is running the biggest bush out of all three of us. Right
Yeah,
now.
what I like about that is that Jace acts like that. He's never ever taken the clippers to it, and he acts like it's looking brand new down there.
Can I just say that my bush is self-manicuring?
Yeah, that doesn't
and
exist.
Look, I quite honestly am quite prepared to get my bush out to show you that it's not excessive. Because I'm not a hairy guy.
No.
So you guys run more hair than me. And so
You don't know
I
what my
don't,
pubis is
I
doing.
don't, because I even said to my wife,
What's her name?
my lovely wife,
Yeah.
darling, because I know a lot of people manicure themselves here. Is my pubic hair too much? And she was like, no, it's fine.
But if Terry's was out of control, then she'd have an issue.
Oh no, Terry's manicured to the extreme.
Yeah, fully
Yeah.
baldies down there.
And I only know that because he's constantly walking around naked in our house. You know what I mean?
How is the lasering situation going? You
Good,
almost
yeah.
done?
I had another blast. I've got another one in a couple of weeks, and that should be just about it. I've got a couple of top-ups,
Yeah.
but I've actually got a new woman down there, and she's great because she's sort of in her 50s.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about it.
And she's sort of been there, done that, and so it's not like I'm ruining. The first couple of sessions, first few sessions were with like this 23-year-old woman, and I just feel like it was they didn't deserve that.
Yeah.
You know?
I'd feel so awkward about that.
I certainly did, but now this old battler that I've got, she's awesome.
Yeah.
We have a laugh in there.
Yeah, well, there's plenty to laugh at.
There is.
You know what I mean?
Plenty.
So,
Yeah,
Jace,
yeah.
Are you now on the Mike's got a massive penis train?
Oh, no, look, I mean, as I say, I don't know. Oh, I have seen it. And let me just say, I think he's being modest.
Right.
Because he's not one to,
And have you seen my downstairs?
yes.
And what is that like?
Well, I mean,
I hope adopting is an option.
yeah. And also, I say the button mushroom, but it's more and Pug's got it right, it's more of a shiitake.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Oh, right, that's a bigger mushroom.
Well, no, those long, thin ones.
Oh, yeah.
The white, the albino ones with the
Yeah,
tiny
yeah.
little head on it.
What are those big brown? Oh, brown.
Portobello.
mushrooms. Yeah,
Portobello. No, it's
Portobello
not
downstairs.
It's not a portobello.
Jace, what do you think Mike looks like with his shirt off?
I know what he looks like.
I know.
Amazing.
What do you think I look like with my shirt off?
Well, you've got your burnt meat patties for a start.
Isn't it just interesting? Isn't it?
What do you think I look like with my shirt off,
I
fellas?
can't wait. Well, I've seen you with your shirt off. You look surprisingly impressive, I thought.
Thanks, mate.
Yeah.
You're
Once,
rocking
when you
like
got your shirt ripped off when we won the World Test Championship.
It's got better since then, Mogi.
Oh, yeah.
I'm almost tempted to take my kit off.
Oh, yeah.
You
Well,
know
I
when
think you should.
there's porn stars from the 80s who've got the implants, and then you see them now? That's sort of what you look like with your shirt off.
Oh,
Jason.
yeah, right. Is that your favourite genre?
Yeah.
You
Porn
mean-
stars from the 80s with
You
bad
mean
implants.
that I've had some sort of peck implants or something like that?
No, just the sort of unnatural look.
Right, okay.
Sort of like Tom Cruise's getup.
Well, I have been compared to the guy from Last Stop.
Last Stop Laramie.
Last Stop Laramie, yeah.
So
Yeah.
please watch Last Stop Laramie if you haven't seen it. And there's a guy living in a caravan. You'll know him when you see him. And that's Jace.
Yeah.
I didn't think that was you when I first watched it. I was like, surely he's not saying that's him.
Well, the only difference is he's got way bigger ears than me.
Yeah. And
And apart from that, you could say we were twins.
And that's in the post. You know, that's on its way.
Yeah. I mean, that's going to be happening. But yeah, it's great to have you back, Mogi.
Good to be back, I've got to say. It's going to be a fun show, this one. I can see this place being absolutely rammed with maggots.
Well, it's that one thing too, because Nkisi threw an absolute tanty when he
he?
found out, which was that all the tables are booked out.
Ah.
Which is, sounds great, but then if people don't turn up for their booked out tables,
Yeah.
you have a bit of a
vacuum.
a vacuum scenario
Yeah.
going on.
Yeah. No, I think we'll fill it up. From the sounds of it, the whole place has been fizzing at the Prospect.
I
Yeah.
hope so. Do you always, like, right now, because we're, an hour before we're doing it, I always am a wee bit worried,
I'm not bothered.
No,
There's
Whatever.
nothing you can do about it.
I'm pretty comfortable with whatever happens, to be honest with you.
you guys,
You
I've
won't,
been
you
doing
won't
it-
be when they get here.
I've been doing this for a long time, fellas.
Yeah.
you won't be worried at all.
No, it doesn't worry me, you know what I mean? But what I might do is order some food.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't
you-
mind a coffee, actually. You might go for a wander.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah. You're going for a wander down the street to get a coffee, Keezy.
What do you think I'm doing?
Come on now. Let's be honest about it.
All right, there you go. That's
Thanks,
the,
mate.
That's the end of the outro. Don't forget to follow us on the Insta there. Hodaki Big Joe. Call me Pugs. Our producer. Mr. Mike Minogue. Chris Key and Z and old dear. Hoity J.
Thanks, mate.